you are at Compass right now making over $250,000 in GCI, you're likely leaving more than $40,000 on the table every single year. And I'm going to show you the exact math in the next 8 minutes. I'm Spencer Su. I've done over $80 million in production in 2025, and I've analyzed both of these brokerages inside and out. Let's break it down. Now, before we dive in, I do want to be very clear. This isn't a hit piece on Compass. They built an incredible brand, but as an agent, you need to understand the actual economics of where you hang your license, because the difference between these two business models is not just about splits. It's about whether you're actually building equity in a business or just working in the business. Do you have a retirement plan going on? At the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what each brokerage offers and what they cost, and most importantly, what you're actually taking home. Let's start with the basics, which you have to not ignore: the commission split. So let's just take, for example, you are making $300,000 in gross commission income at both brokerages. Now your split will probably look something like this: 80-20 split. So what is 20% of $300,000? That's $60K a year that you'd be paying ultimately to your brokerage. Now, never mind additional things that we haven't talked about. Is there any sort of monthly desk fees? Is there any transaction management fees? Is there any other E&O insurance? All of those can be pretty substantial. Now, what if you were at my brokerage at eXp? You would have a 80-20 split, but the difference is at a $16,000 cap. That means if you exceed that $16,000 a year, you are able to keep the rest when it comes to the commission split. So you can see the difference. Instantly, within year one, that is a delta of at least $44,000 a year. Now, never mind if you do well, which a lot of people at Compass actually do far better than $300,000 annually. That number can get very significant. I had many conversations with other people at Compass in the Bay Area. They've been at Compass for over 10 years, and they've been paying them over $100,000 each and every year. That is absolutely nuts. So unless eXp is giving you that much referral business, or you can literally map it to how much they've grown your business and it wasn't through your own hard work, your own branding, your efforts, you gotta take action for this right now, especially during the winter time where you're gonna be in between transactions. Because that number is significant. Imagine what you can do. Maybe you want to hire an admin. Maybe you want to hire a marketing person. Maybe you want to do more mailings. Maybe you want to upgrade your events. There's so much you can do for $40,000 plus a year. Because just think about that. That individual I talked to that been there for 10 years, he spent over $1 million in brokerage commissions. And then the worst part of it all, does he actually get any ownership in the company? And the answer is no. So let's talk about the next actual comparison. What are you actually getting? Now, Compass agents will say, but Spencer, we get so much more support. But let's really break it down. Yes, you're going to get some beautiful office. But the reality is, if you're a producer like that, you're going to be rarely in the office. You're going to get some marketing support. You're going to get a recognizable brand name. That is true. But then again, what's the difference between you and every other person at Compass? Compass isn't like a two-person shop. You're going to get marketing support. Well, many of them actually are paying for that separately. How is that marketing actually to your business? Next, some people talk about the training and coaching. Well, the reality is this: some of the best coaches are agnostic, number one. Number two, most of the information, just like this, you can get for free. The key is, who do you align yourself with, and are you actually executing on the things that are learned? So now if you compare to what eXp provides you, number one, you can choose between a variety of different CRMs that are already included in your monthly $85 technology fee. That can be Close, Lofty, or KV Core, whichever you find more valuable to your business. SkySlope Transaction Management is already included. A full website with IDX is included. Access to over 88,000 agents globally for referrals. I would say more infinite amount of training and coaching, including something that was just recently released, which was this AI training, so that you can get up to speed as to how AI can help revolutionize your business. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is your potential retirement opportunity. If you're at most brokerages, there is no real upside for you to bring on other agents. Just think about it, right? If you bring on another agent, that's great, builds that brand, Compass makes more money, but you're not that financially in line to help them. And that's where this opportunity of this revenue share comes in, because these traditional brokers don't want you to have that. They may just want to share on profits, which profits are way less than revenue. Just think about your own book of business, right? Your top line gross commission is at one level, but how much profit are you generating, which is usually significantly less. But when you're taking some money off of the revenue number, then that can be very incredible. And that is the revenue share model. Now, there's many ways to play this. Number one, some people may want to be very aggressive and they just spend all their time doing it. You may also understand these other people that are paying that ridiculous amount of spread and then you want to ultimately help them save a lot more money, because who knows, they can just take you out to some Michelin star restaurant every single week and you'd probably be saving more money by doing that. Because when you bring on an agent that does production, now keep this in mind, you have to do production. It's not just bringing on people with pulses. So you bring on people with production, you can make thousands of dollars per person a year. So we were talking about before that you were paying a brokerage over $40,000 a year of difference. But now you can also have the opportunity not just to reduce that significantly, but also when other talented people you feel like should join you because of how much of a benefit I just shared, you're also able to generate revenue from the company, not from them, and help you have a retirement plan where if you do no production, you can still bring in some residual income. Now, of course, I know what you're thinking. Spencer, I'm not a recruiter. And neither was I. I don't feel like I still am now, but I still have many people under me because at the end of the day, it's your job to help other fellow agents do better and actually save more money. It's an incentive for yourself. Financially, building the brand. At eXp, you have equity ownership of the company. And then you also have more listings and more branding throughout any given area. This is what ultimately brings in that extra residual income without actually spending much more time. Now, let's really break it down though. Who should be joining eXp? Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that eXp is right for every single agent, because it clearly isn't. Especially with their acquisition anywhere has grown to be the largest agent count in the country. I would say you would pick Compass if you're brand new and need a physical office to work from. Maybe you're in a luxury market where the Compass brand does carry some more weight with sellers, but you should be the judge of that. Maybe you're already at some incredible cap that most others don't have, because everybody is different. At eXp, everybody's the same. 80-20 split with a $16,000 cap. Or you quite frankly just generally don't care about building long-term wealth through equity or through saving more money. Because eXp will make a lot of sense if you want to keep more of your commission. You value flexibility and don't need a physical office because you're going to be working mostly at your customer's location and or at home. You're interested in potentially just building it even on the side, whether it's $10,000, $20,000 a year of passive income. You think more like a business owner, not just a pure producer. For me, I'm at eXp because I'm building a business, not just making commissions, but I also want to make as much as possible and profit as much as possible. I want equity. I want leverage. I want to create something that lasts beyond my next transaction. So here's what I want you to do. Take out your phone right now. Figure out this year's total commission that you're paying to your current brokerage. Add up everything, your splits. Do you have a cap? Your desk fees, your tech fees, your E&O, any other monthly fees. Then compare that to the eXp structure, which generally is going to be a blend of around $16,000 plus any sort of monthly and or any sort of like transaction cost. That'll be maybe plus or minus $20,000. If the difference is tens of thousands of dollars a year, then you need to ask yourself and ask me right away to jump on this call to make that move immediately. Because the way that eXp works is that you're not going to be joining a specific brokerage. You're not going to be joining a specific office. You'll be joining under my ecosystem to help you get to the next level, but also to save more. So I put a link in the description to book a 15-minute consultation with me. No pressure, no pitch, just an honest understanding from a business perspective what makes the most sense. If you found this video helpful, every single week I'm putting out coaching and business practices to help you grow your business and make more money. So be sure to share this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.